This man loves Winnie the Pooh. Good morning everyone. This will be the start of another vlog. We are currently at the park of the first president of the Kazakhstan Republic, something like that. It's a very long name. It's named after the first president, obviously, who happens to have been the last president, because Kazakhstan doesn't go through many presidents for some reason. I don't know. Today we are going to head to Big Almaty Lake. Do I know anything about it other than its name? No, I do not. The only reason I'm going is because the people I've met in my hostel are also going. And also Google kind of said that it was a place to go, but I didn't read anything more than that. So, could be awesome. Most likely will be very beautiful because it's a big tourist attraction, but we'll head on our way. Other than that, this place is very nice. Our Yandex Uber driver thing, he loved Winnie the Pooh. Like, loved Winnie the Pooh. Don't know why he loved Winnie the Pooh, but he had a lot of Winnie the Pooh dolls. It was cool. Also, I need to learn some Russian because I don't understand a thing. Let's get going. I'm gonna jump it. Oh. He loved it. He just stopped for the supermarket. Park rangers get little electric dirt bikes. That's cool. We're at the end of the bus line. They've dropped us off. There's snow up there. I think we have to walk or hitchhike up to the lake. So that's what we're gonna do. There's also food here, which is good. It's a nice temperature. I thought it was gonna be colder. It's also cool how the pipes are all above ground. I think it's something to do with when the weather gets really cold.
But you know how much the money you can cross for 400 kilometers?
We have got a taxi up to the starting point. Apparently the walk around the lake is about 6 hours, which I did not know because, as I stated earlier, I don't know anything. This guy's just reversing down the hill. Anyway, I got this samsa, beef samsa. It's 300 tenge, so like $1. I should have got a couple of them because I didn't realise how long we're going to be walking, but you live and you learn. I've got bananas and nuts as well. So, yeah. The view looks pretty good. Right there. Might even see some wildlife. There's the sparkling water going out.
Yeah, in 2016, when no one knows this country, you know. Like.
So, apparently we have to climb this hill, which again, no one mentioned, but whatever. Just, I'm already overheating. It's a pretty mild temperature, but the view's nice. That's what it looks like. Apparently we can see some marmots, some lynxes, hopefully some wolves. And I'll take over the pack and become the alpha male, because that's just how life works. But we'll see. It's a bit like home. You think you're reaching the top, but it's just a little ridge line. Is this worse than the Tiger Temple in Krabi? I don't know. It was pretty crap. At least I'm not sweating like buckets. So that's positive. Another hill that I thought was the top. Still more to go. We have found our first snow of the trip. Can't be bothered climbing down and getting it. There's some over there too, but I think there's going to be snow up by the lake. We thought we were at the top, but there is still way more to go apparently.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Surely this is the last one. Must be. My suggestion for anyone who wants to come to Kazakhstan is if you don't like walking, don't come, because there's a lot of walking involved here. It's quite tiring. I'm really feeling the need for a Chinese shuttle cart right now. I honestly think we're here now, guys. I'm dead, but this must be it. Hey. Look at that.
Проходим, говорю. Все. Проходим.
Old mate said I couldn't. That is spectacular.
Все, проходим.
Old mate up there, he told me I can't go down there. This is stunning. Pretty worth the walk. Is it big? Is it worthy of the name Big Almaty Lake? I don't know. It's a reasonable sized lake. Maybe that's what it should be called. The reasonable sized Almaty Lake. But I'm obviously not the naming man for Kazakhstan. So when we started, the way everyone framed it to me, it sounded like we could walk around the lake and it would take 6 hours. But it took us 3 hours to get to the lake, so I don't think that's happening. Also, there doesn't look to be much of a path, so we'll just kind of sit around here. There's quite a few people. And the Kazakh man who just kept shouting at me, but I don't understand what he's saying, so I just look like an idiot. The commitment to take... No, you're not in the shot. The commitment to take pizza 3 hours up.
I'm staring at the camera.
I have.
I realised they had big little rats up here. Look at it. Still just sitting there. It's nice. Right people, we are down now, back to the car park. We're negotiating with the taxi drivers. They want to rip us off, but now they're coming out and they're going to give us a discount apparently. 7,000 tenge for 8 people, which is still slightly more expensive than the taxi ride up here, but you know, they have a bit of a monopoly. Anyway, so that's what you deal with when you're travelling. It's been a pretty cheap day. No cost for the walking. Apparently you were supposed to pay to get into the park, but there was no one there, so it was cool. Good views, and it's not too cold.
We all met a couple days ago.
Yesterday.
Well, in real life or except for in real life.
Yeah, hostel.
We're staying at the same hostel. Yeah, except for Louis.
Just went to the grocery store again. Got this sandwich, 1,000 denge. Came with a free Sprite, 500 mils. So good value, about $3.30. Got a bunch of other groceries that I'm going to try and cook. Chicken and a tomato and some onion and pasta, plus some yogurt. I'll show the prices when I'm back. But they have normal electronics stores. So we're done with the Chinese. One brand, one store, only selling random specific things like air conditioners, and we're back to selling normal things, so that's cool. Good morning everyone. It's the next day. We are walking. I've got shorts and jandals on because it's a nice temperature. So I've had a lovely breakfast. I cannot emphasize enough how nice it is to eat a sort of cereal breakfast for the first time in 6 months for a couple of days. So oats and banana and some yogurt and some milk. Absolutely lovely. I am currently walking to a bit of an odd place, some of you would think. I am walking to the Russian embassy in Almaty to ask them some questions. So everyone who's kind of paid attention to these videos would know that the plan is currently to cross overland to Europe. But the issue is I either have to go through Iran or Russia, and Russia does a 10-day transit visa. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that, but what I have read online and been told is that it's about a 2-week wait to get the visa. So I'm heading to the embassy now to ask them questions and hopefully get some answers. If I don't really get any good answers, I might just have to email the embassy at home. But here was a 20-minute walk, so I may as well walk there. And then, yeah, my hope is that I can just apply for a visa now, collect it in like a few weeks from somewhere else, or it just gets emailed to me, and then that it's not you have to be in on a specific date you set, because I can't predict what date I actually want to go, and instead it's you can just use it within a 2-month or a 3-month period. But that's why I'm going there, to get some answers. We have attempted to visit, but they said I need to make an appointment, and I don't really know how to do that. So what I've done instead is I've emailed the embassy in New Zealand. Hopefully I'll get an answer tomorrow. Otherwise I'm just going to keep having to do some research. But there's like a service you can apply through as well, but again, I kind of just want to get the information from like someone who understands it, and then I'll apply afterwards, because yeah, I don't want to make the application and then force myself into doing something that I'm like, oh, now I have to do this, or I have to be here at this point in time. Whereas if I get all the information first and then I can make a decision as, okay, I'm going to have to sit here for 2 weeks, or I can move around still and wait and then come back to a place in 2 weeks potentially. But we'll see. The plan for today now is to go to the Central State Museum and maybe the bazaar and the Central Mosque. I'm going to end up in Almaty for 5 nights at least, because I've already booked for tomorrow night as well. And I was told that Almaty is a cool city by quite a lot of people, and I agree, it is a really cool city. There is a lot to do, which is why I'm going to end up staying here for 5 nights. That's longer than I stayed in Bangkok, it's longer than I stayed in Ho Chi Minh, it's longer than I've stayed in pretty much every city. I think I've only stayed in Pai that long. and Kotal and Koh Samui. Yeah, no, I don't think I've stayed anywhere else that long. It's a nice looking museum. From the outside at least. I'm unsure what the inside looks like. I don't think I've seen a single running fountain in all of Almaty, and I've walked past quite a few. It's very confusing. I have got a burger and Coke. It was like $10. So I just devoured that burger. Like, very good chicken burger, double chicken burger. So that was 2,950 tenge. And as I was saying, I think I'll find, if I move into more spots where there's hostels, I'll probably build up a little bit of a pantry in my bag or something like that, and then I'll find I'll do a lot more of making my own lunch, not my lunches, maybe my breakfast, because that's, even when I've been travelling so far, that's always been an annoying meal to get, because you have to leave your hostel, you know, early in the morning, and then sometimes you just have to come back. Whereas if I can just eat breakfast at the hostel, I can stay there for like an extra hour, and then maybe just spend the day, and then I can cook dinner, and the travel experience will be eating lunch out. But I don't know, it just depends on prices, because it is, you know, that's twice the cost of a meal in Thailand, or it's almost 3 times compared to some other places. So I need to keep the budget down basically. And also I like cooking, and it gives me a bit more control over what I actually eat. So we're walking down here, and I kind of said it in the other video, and I've said it a little bit, but Almaty is a very nice city. It is. There's a lot of trees around. It's very pleasant to walk around, which is why I'm walking instead of taking the bus to the next place I'm going. The museum I was at was huge. It was very interesting, but it was very expensive because I'm a foreigner, and they charge us like 5 times the rate of a local, which you just accept. They're going to do the same with New Zealand, and I support it, so I can't be a hypocrite here. And so we're going to the Ascension Cathedral and the Central Mosque and the Green Bazaar, which are all in close proximity to each other. Still no water in the fountains. Don't know what's going on. So we are at the Ascension Cathedral. I think this is the first Orthodox church I can remember going to, and the bells ringing. So I just read this is one of the highest wooden structures in the world, wooden buildings, and it is the highest wooden church in the world, which is pretty cool. It's also in this nice park, which again, Almaty is just filled with them. I also wasn't allowed in because I'm wearing shorts and jandals. So we are now at the mosque. I've got it in 0.5 because it's quite big. This is 1. It's nice, the sunset. I probably can't be bothered staying and waiting until it sunsets, although I do like hearing the call to prayer. It's quite melodic. Melodic? I don't know the word. Anyway, it's a bit of a melody. I like the church and the mosque here. They look pretty cool. I like pretty much everything here. It's so funny that the first day I arrived, I was just like, what the hell is this place? And then now I'm like, this is really cool. I'm going to stay here for 5 nights. But that also might be the only amount of time I spend in Kazakhstan. But I've got to try to organise that. It's cool though. Would recommend coming here. It is now the next day in the afternoon. I haven't done anything today other than cook some food and read. It's actually been quite relaxing. We are currently in the botanical gardens. It was 1800 tenge to get in. Tomorrow we will be heading to Kyrgyzstan and heading to Bishkek, which is its capital. How we're going at the moment, I am unsure whether I'll come back into Kazakhstan. The issue with Kazakhstan is it's very big, and Almaty is usually where most people go, so I didn't really know where else to explore. Most other things were big tours, and I just didn't have I don't have the time to bother around. And there's 6 of us have got this thing sorted for Kyrgyzstan, so that's going to be fun. The autumn leaves around here are really nice. I think the theme of this entire vlog will just be how nice Almaty is. Because it is just it's a cool place. And I think that will basically be the end of the vlog. Come to Almaty. Come to Almaty. That will be the end of the vlog. Just me saying, come to Almaty.